Thanks for tuning in. Ham Talk Live will be on the air shortly. Please stand by. This episode of Ham Talk Live is brought to you by Tower Electronics. For connectors, cables, and more, call 920-435-2973 or visit pl-259.com. And by ICOM. Heard it, worked it, logged it. Visit www.icomamerica.com/amateur for more information about ICOM radios.
It's Ham Radio.
Hey, good evening, everyone. It's time for Ham Talk Live, episode number 212. Missing Hamvention 2020, recorded live on Thursday, May 14th, 2020. I'm your host, Neil Rapp, WB9VPG. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Ham Talk Live. Tonight, it's mostly open lines. We do have some updates from Xenia as we commiserate this evening of missing out on Hamvention. Well, last week on the show, our Skywarn Hurricane Expert Panel was here to talk about Hurricane Preparedness Week. If you missed that, you can listen anytime at hamtalklive.com or on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube. And also, don't forget, the show is rebroadcast over the airwaves at 5085 AM WTWW Saturday evenings at about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Before we go to our open lines, we do have some updates from Xenia. So if you want to know what we're missing, we have a little bit of that information. So we're joined once again, as we are each year, by Spectrum News 1 Chief Meteorologist Eric Elwell, who is KD4BNT, with the exclusive Hamvention weather forecast. And Eric, this year you get theme music.
I get theme music. Fantastic. It's very sad that Hamvention's not going to happen this year, but I know a lot of folks will, be there in spirit. The weather finally did turn here in Ohio after a very chilly May with temperatures way below normal. Now we're back into the 70s where we should be this time of year, and go figure, as soon as we turned the heat on, the storms rolled through. We had one round of storms earlier in the day that went severe from Dayton all the way to Columbus and then marched over to Zanesville, Ohio. And we're going to keep an eye on another round of storms for tomorrow, with temperatures still back into the 70s. So all in all, the weather improving, but we still can't seem to get rid of the rain. That's the only concern. I know area farmers have been hoping for a dry spell to get out into the fields and get things done, and we just haven't had much of that this year, Neil.
Yeah, it's been an up and down year. So, all right, well, let's go with the theme music here, and then we'll give you a chance to tell us exactly what the weather's going to be in beautiful Xenia, Ohio. So here we go.
All right, well, here we go.
Hang on.
Cause I get my weather from the radio.
There you go, Eric.
All right. Fantastic. Well, the forecast for Xenia is not too bad. We're looking for partly cloudy skies all the way into the weekend. We're going to have to deal with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures, though, stay warm. We'll make a run toward 80 degrees before the weekend is over with. Cold front will come through on Sunday. That'll bring an end briefly to some showers and storms and knock the temperatures down a little bit, maybe back down to about 68 to 70 as we head into Monday, but still unsettled into the first part of next week with on and off rain. Finally, looks like by the second half of next week we'll dry things out, but we'd have to dodge some showers and storms for Hamvention if it were still going on, Neil.
So we may have had some mud in the flea market, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, we're used to that now, aren't we? So,
well, yeah,
probably a little more mud.
Well, how have things been going with the whole quarantine thing? How's that going?
You know, it's a challenge to do weather. One of the things the quarantine has done is it's allowed us to be very innovative and learn new techniques of communicating and you know, in some ways going more old school, and still you know, our ham radio operators have been in the field. They with Skywarn, they haven't had a whole lot to track, but the last couple of days we've seen much more active weather, and so luckily we still get that information and we can still get it on the air. But a lot of the meteorologists, you know, doing weather from home, and you know, the iPhone, the cell phone, the Android, it's all been working rather well to get us on TV. But occasionally, you know, we have some cats and dogs that show up in the shots. But that's the life of quarantine, you know.
Yeah, my friend Jeff Lyons, KC9 GMH down in Evansville, is famous now for co-hosting the weather with his cat that gets in the shot all the time. So,
yeah, you get
know.
Some cats. You'll have some kids that show up too every once in a while, but that's all right. That's part of it. I think viewers like it. I think they like to see the personality and stuff.
Sure, it's fun. We get to see a little bit of the meteorologist at home. So.
Yeah,
cool.
I know. I'm always looking, you know, when I watch other meteorologists, what their backgrounds are and how they get decorating ideas. You know, oh, I like how they did their office. Maybe I'll do mine that way. So I found it useful.
Well, Eric, thank you so much for coming on the show once again. I'm sure we'll be in touch again, and hopefully next year we'll do this for real.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope this virus is gone, and you know, obviously, I hope everyone stays healthy, stays safe, and I appreciate you inviting me, and be so glad to have Hamvention back going again. Let's hope for next year. So 7-3, everyone, and have a fantastic May.
All right, Eric. Thanks so much.
You're
That's
welcome.
Eric Elwell, KD4BNT from Spectrum Cable's Spectrum News 1. You can catch Eric on Spectrum News 1 across Ohio on Channel 1. And the next time you're in Ohio, make sure you check the weather with Eric. Again, that's on Spectrum News 1. Well, now we're going to turn to our live report from the fairgrounds and the traffic. We sent our on-the-street correspondent, Paul Brown, WD9 GCO, all the way from Valparaiso, Indiana, over to Xenia, Ohio, just for this special live report from the Greene County Fairgrounds. So Paul, take it away.
Well, Neil, right now in Xenia, it's dark. Traffic is normal. Reporting live, I'm Paul Brown, WD9 GCO for Ham Talk Live.
Thank you so much for that installment, Paul. That was very informative. You may just win an Emmy for that, or maybe at least a Fred. Well, we're going to take a break, but we'll be back with Hamvention spokesperson Michael Coulter, W8CI, and we'll take your calls and your comments. Be sure to give us a call at 859-982-7373. Again, the number is 859-982-7373. We'll talk to Michael, and then we'll start taking your calls, and we're going to commiserate together about missing Hamvention right here after this word from Tower Electronics on Ham Talk Live.
Jerry, what's up, man? I haven't seen you at Sunbucks in a while. I used to see you every morning getting coffee. What's up?
Well, I can't afford Sunbucks 5 days a week anymore. I had to spend my money on PL259s. You know, those antenna projects I've been meaning to do. I had to do them before my HOA finds out I have antennas.
That's too bad, Jerry. I miss seeing you and catching up over coffee. You should get your PL259s from Tower Electronics. They have great stuff. Jerry, you're back. Oh, QRM Heterodyne Frappuccino. That's a good choice. How's it going? Did you get all those antennas up before the HOA police showed up?
Yeah, I got them all done. Thanks for telling me about Tower Electronics. Now I can have my coffee. I just saved a bunch of money on my PL259s by switching to Tower Electronics.
Don't get caught without PL259s. Visit Tower Electronics online at pl-259.com or at a Hamfest near you. Or give them a call at 920-435-2973. And be sure to pick up some power poles, adapters, and cables too.
Nominations are now open for the Amateur Radio Newsline Bill Pasternak WA6ITF Young Ham of the Year Award. I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. Since 1986, we've had the honor of celebrating the accomplishments of youth in ham radio, and we want to know about your exceptional young ham. You'll find the rules and a nominating form by clicking the YHOTY tab on arnewsline.org. Fill it out, send it in, and we'll see you and an amazing young ham at the Huntsville, Alabama Ham Fest in August. Thanks, and 73 from Amateur Radio Newsline.
All the information you need for your trip to Dayton. It's Hamvention Preview here on Ham Talk Live.
Thanks to Scott and Jill at Tower Electronics for sponsoring the show. They help bring you Ham Talk Live each and every week. Give them a call at 920-435-2973 or online at pl-259.com and tell them you heard it on Ham Talk Live. They're not out on the Hamfest trail right now, but normally they would be all set up, ready to go at the Greene County Fairgrounds for Hamvention, but they're not there. So, as Paul found out, there's nothing there at the moment. So, give them a call, 920-435-2973 or pl-259.com. Well, welcome back to Missing Hamvention here on Ham Talk Live. Joining us now is Hamvention spokesperson Michael Coulter, W8CI. It's good to see you this morning at Contest University, at least online. And I know that Hamvention Chairman Jack Gerbs has made a statement about some refunds. So can you tell us a little bit about how that's going?
Well, I think it's going pretty good. The thing about the refunds, it's a huge amount of work, and it's more than just clicking the switch. We are, I think, with Inside Exhibits, we pretty much have that one complete. Advanced registration, there may be a few more to go, and we are beginning to really hone in on the flea market group as well. You know, if you can imagine, there are thousands of refunds that we have to do, and a lot of them are done by hand. Well, all of them are done basically by hand, and calculate them up, and then we have to double check everything. And when checks go out, pretty much I'm the guy. I sign every single check and review it. But we're working pretty hard on that. And when we originally announced that we were going to get refunds, we announced that it could be, July 1st before we got them all completed. Maybe, I think we said either July 1st or August 1st. But we are working diligently. We will get everybody. If you haven't got paid back, you will. And a lot of you who paid by credit card, please check your credit card statements. And like I say, we are just trying to get the flea market stuff all backed out, taken care of now.
Yeah, and I know you've got some options. If you want to donate, you can donate, or if you want to hold over till next year, that's an option too, right?
Well, I want to thank everybody who, it really helps us, the folks that held over till next year, and even more so, there were quite a few people that just donated the money, to Hamvention. We're a not-for-profit. We're not a big corporate entity. We're just a group of volunteers, and we're trying hard to be very professional and get this done. However, we have to do it in a very set process, and we appreciate people's patience on that, and but it's coming back pretty quick. So, there.
All right. Well, it's great to see you. Over 3,000 at Contest University today, and you welcomed everyone, and it's good to see you on the screen. And I know a lot of people here listening tonight said they were there as well. We'll get to those comments here in a bit, but the online festivities got off to a good start. And there's a few more things, but then the QSO party on Saturday is the big thing. So any other comments or updates on that?
Yeah, first, once again, I really appreciated the opportunity to welcome everybody. I do that every year at Contest University, live and in person, and welcome people to Hamvention. And this year I welcomed them to the Contest University in sort of in a virtual way. But I thought the event today, when I got to watch, it was just absolutely fabulous. And my hat's off to Tim Duffy and his team and the astonishing professors that put this thing on. Oh my gosh, I just thought it was truly an amazing event. A lot of stuff, a lot of great information, and I got calls all day long about it too, and comments and text and things that how great everybody thought it was, and I really didn't have anything to do with it, but it was just a wonderful piece. And then I also want to thank Tim Duffy for helping us get actually leading us, getting the QSO party going for Saturday. And that's going to be from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And just simply get online or get on the air, CQ Hamvention. And it's a contest, and all the rules and things can be found. But take the time to have a little QSO with someone and talk about your favorite times or whatever you want to talk about with Hamvention and, all the years that we've had Hamvention. And this is really hard for everybody to, not just our volunteers. And I represent our 750 volunteers, but for all the people that would go there. And tonight, being, Thursday night, I was thinking of the activities I would be involved in tonight, and as you would, Neil, different things that you would be doing. And I will let you know, I live just south of Xenia in the countryside. I have a Xenia mailing address, and there was a big storm went through here. Although right now the weather's beautiful, but we're expecting kind of that off and on rainstorm to come through. We also have, I'll turn it back to you in a second, but we also have a special event station that's going to be going on starting tomorrow. Basically runs the hours that we run Hamvention, except it will not be on Saturday during our QSO party, but we will have it on Sunday, and they are going to he's sending out some very nice special Hamvention cards, QSL cards. So that's kind of some of the things that we're doing. Neil, back to you.
Okay, so that'll be the club call W8BI for the special event as well?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, very good. Well, hope to hear a lot of people on Saturday. I know today in Contest University, like you said, it was fabulous. There's all kinds of stuff going on, but I missed seeing everybody. You know, I missed seeing all my friends and you know, kind of hanging out with each other while that was going on. We got the information, but we missed out on that social part. So hopefully Saturday we can get a little bit of that at least on the air, and so we'll be listening for that. And we've got DX Engineering's new product showcase. We'll talk about that here in a while, but that's coming up tomorrow. So there's still a few things that you can do here this weekend in place of Hamvention. So anything else you want to share about the weekend plans?
Well, I want to thank the YouTuber group. They decided they were going to have a kind of a virtual Hamfest on Saturday, and they decided to move off of that day and not have that in honor of Hamvention, and let us go through with our activities, our QSO party. And I just want to thank all the support from everybody, not just to me, but to our whole team. And I want to tell you that we're already planning for next year, and it will be bigger and better than ever. We are financially okay. We're going to make it fine. Although, you know, it's a pretty good hit, but still we manage our money, I think, very wisely, and we're going to come back stronger than ever. And I want to send out my sympathy to my friends in Germany. They had to cancel Friedrichshafen, and you know, I was actually planning to go to that event, and unfortunately they've had to cancel as well. So at least Huntsville out there is our big opportunity that maybe we can gather again there. And but Neil, I appreciate your support, and everybody else out there. We're gonna be bigger than ever next year. You know, we're hams, and like I mentioned earlier, we take a slamming and we keep on hamming. Back to you, Neil.
That's the catchphrase. So next year, May 21st through 23rd. May 21st through 23rd. So put it on your calendars now, and we're looking forward to it. Thank you, Michael, so much for being here, and you're welcome to stay as long as you want, but we're going to move along here. So thank you so much.
Okay, I'll hang in there just in case there'd be a question for me. Okay.
Okay, very good. All right, so if you're... Oh, okay. So if you're missing being at Dayton, give us a call at 859-982-7373. We're going to kind of commiserate together and tell us what you miss, what you'd be doing right now, and what you were looking forward to at this year's Hamvention. So I'll be back with more right after this word from ICOM America right here on Ham Talk Live. Get out and be active with ICOM's new IC705 and its optional multifunction backpack. The IC705 is your perfect QRP companion, as you have base station features and functionality at the tip of your fingers in a portable package covering HF 6 meters, 2 meters, and 70 centimeters. This compact rig weighs in at 1 kilogram or just over 2 pounds, with RF direct sampling for most of the HF band and IF sampling for frequencies above 25 megahertz, and a large 4.3-inch color touchscreen with live band scope and waterfall. It runs 5 watts with a battery, 10 watts with a power supply. It has sideband, CW, AM, FM, and full D-Star functions, a micro USB connector, Bluetooth, wireless LAN, micro SD card slot, integrated GPS with antenna and GPS logger, and the speaker mic comes standard and supports QRP operations. The perfect accessory for your IC705 is the optional backpack, LC192, with a special compartment for your IC705 and room for accessories for soda activations or just a day in the park. Visit ICOMAmerica.com/amateur for more information about ICOM radios.
Join the conversation. Give us a call at 859-982-7373. Again, the number to call is 859-982-7373. Or, if you'd rather type than talk, tweet us at Ham Talk Live. Now, here's Neil Rapp with more Ham Talk Live. Ham Talk Live. The longer you listen, the later it gets.
Welcome back to Ham Talk Live, not coming to you live from the Spring Hill Suites, Dayton, South Miamisburg, as usual, but coming to you from home tonight, and we're all just kind of missing out on Hamvention, but ICOM was sponsoring the Contest University today, and they've got all kinds of good stuff over at ICOMAmerica.com/amateur. So be sure to check that out. Okay, well, we've got a couple of things in the works here. First of all, I see a lot of comments here about having Dayton withdrawals and Contest University and everything. But if you have a question for Michael WHCI, go ahead and give us a call right now, and we'll let Michael take off here in just a minute if he would like, anyway. So give us a call, 859-982-7373. He's agreed to hang around for just a minute or two and take questions here. So let me run through some of the comments here that we've got so far on the show. Jill, KD8QGA, is in the shack and posted some photos. I saw those earlier, actually, of Hera Arena and the Greene County Fairgrounds today. Took a drive up there just to reminisce. So it was good to see some of those pictures. Troy W9KVR says he made his first Contest University today, multitasking between staff meetings and presentations, and that's exactly what I was doing. Chris AA4CB says he had Dayton withdrawals today. Went to Skycraft Electronic Supply just to walk around and look at stuff, and then Contest University online. And Jill says Hera Arena still hasn't been cleaned up from the tornado last year. So let's see. And Troy says putting next year's Hamvention on the calendar. He's hoping the Illinois girls state track meet doesn't conflict, so he can get there. So those are some of the comments we have so far tonight. So let me ask one last time here. If you have a question for Michael about any of the events this weekend or refunds or whatever, give us a call, 859-982-7373. That's the phone number to call here, and we'll check up on that. So, Michael, I don't know, have you been over by Hera anytime lately?
No, I don't head over to Hera very much anymore. It's a long drive from my house. I live south of Xenia, so there's no reason for me to go in that direction, and unfortunately, I have not.
Yeah, sounds like it's still a mess. I haven't heard anything lately about future plans for that property.
Well, I've heard some rumblings and I've read things, and I believe that they want to they had been talking about reworking part of the Hara Arena building and then making it some kind of industrial complex. But, after the COVID-19 disasters, I don't know, where the money's coming from or what's going to happen. I think we're going to all have to recover from that first.
Yeah, very true. Okay, well, I think we're in good shape here, Michael. If you want to hang on, you're more than welcome to. But we're gonna keep moving along here. But appreciate you being here, and you're welcome to stay however long you like.
Well, I appreciate that. I am going to go ahead. It's been a long day for me, and Neil, keep up the good work, and to everyone out there, the very best 73. And Hamvention is going to be alive and strong next year. Thanks for having me, Neil.
All right. We look forward to it. All right. 859-982-7373 or tweet us at Ham Talk Live. If you're listening to us on WTWW or on the podcast edition, by the way, we're live on Thursday night, so you won't be able to call in, but really enjoyed attending Contest University today, and I've got my cheesecake on a stick ready for Saturday. I was over that way last weekend and actually went to Jungle Gyms, and they have the Libby's, the original cheesecake on a stick that they used to sell at Hara Arena. And so I've got one in the fridge ready for Saturday to celebrate. And I know another person that's really looking forward to the cheesecake on a stick and some Skyline is our on the street reporter Paul Brown, WD9 GCO. So Paul, you're online with us tonight. How are things going?
Hey, Neil. I'm a little confused because I was going through the hotel trying to find you. Maybe you're doing this from your room. So I did the thing we did last year. I went down to the parking lot, and I'm walking around right now, and I'm looking for all the ham plates from other states, because it's always fun and interesting to see where everybody's coming from. And maybe it's because of the weather and stuff. People are just getting here late, and they're not getting in until like later tonight or maybe tomorrow, because the only car I see right now with ham plates is mine from Indiana. So I'm
Paul,
hoping that tomorrow I see some more, because that's always a fun part about this weekend.
Yeah.
And let me know where you are,
Paul,
so we can. What?
Paul, they had to cancel Hamvention.
Wait, no, what? The what?
They had to cancel Hamvention. It's because of the pandemic.
I drove all the way out here from Indiana for nothing.
No, you drove out to do our report a while ago. You told us it was dark.
Well, yeah, but crap.
So we can't play. Let's find hams from Texas. We can't play that tonight because Hamvention's been canceled.
Fine, I'm just going to go back to my room, watch TV. I guess I drive home in the morning.
Well, at least stop and get some Skyline.
Yeah, that I could do that.
And maybe
tell me where that
cheesesteak
on a stick place is too. I guess maybe it won't be a total loss.
Yeah, it's called Libby's Gourmet Desserts, but it's in Cincinnati. But you can get them at Jungle Gyms in Fairfield.
All right, fine. All right, well, have a fine evening.
All right, Paul.
Really? They canceled it? Really?
Thanks
for telling
me. They had to cancel it. It was the pandemic.
Thanks for telling me.
Oh, sorry. I guess I forgot.
All right, fine.
Paul Brown, WD9 GCO, our live on the spot reporter in Miamisburg, Ohio. Or actually, he's not, but I told him he might win an Emmy. So, and Jill, oh my goodness. KD8QGA says she knew she forgot something when she went to Jungle Gyms a couple of hours ago. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we went last weekend and mine's in the refrigerator. So, you got to have the cheesecake on a stick. So it's ready for Saturday. All right, well, it's open lines, 859-982-7373. Give us a call and tell us what you are missing about Hamvention this weekend. 859-982-7373. Troy says, Skyline, just discovered Kroger has it in frozen meals. Yes, they do. It's not the same. Yeah, and he says that it's not the same, but you know, that's what you got to do. So, that's one way to make it happen. 859-982-7373. Give us a call. You know, I'm just kind of thinking, you know, normally Thursday, you know, I go to Contest University, run out to the fairgrounds, get a few things dropped off, and then come back and get ready for the show and do the show on Thursday night like we're doing right now. And then Friday it's up to get there, you know, as they open and get to the youth forum, and then usually get a little break and maybe go, or the instructors forum on Friday actually. Go to the instructors forum, hang out at the booth for a while, get a few things, and then Saturday get there in time, you know, for the youth forum first thing, and try to get around and see everybody. And of course, Hammy's wandering around, and so we try to keep up with Hammy. And Carl KD9HQT says that he was looking forward to looking for Hammy and trying to find him and look at some new radios for some digital modes. And then he was also trying to go to Anime Central up in Rosemont, Illinois, and he was going to listen to everybody on the satellites over at Dayton. But there won't be much activity, if any, from Dayton on the satellites, I'm afraid, this weekend. So That's disappointing, but we're doing the best we can. 859-982-7373 is the number. Tomorrow there is the new product showcase that DX Engineering is putting on. That's starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. That's Dayton time, 1300 UTC. Some of the DX Engineering crew will be on Facebook Live in the morning, and they will be talking about some new gear that they would have been showing off. Some Ballons, surge protectors, Ballon mounting plates, some stealth antenna wire, some turnbuckles for guy lines, an AM band filter, the Geochron, digital atlas, and all kinds of stuff. So you can check that out tomorrow on Facebook Live on the DX Engineering page, and you'll be able to see some of the new products that they would have been showing off. You can see that tomorrow. And then as Michael said, there will be the W8BI special event station going on during normal Hamvention hours, with the exception of that 12-hour period when the QSO party is going on, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday. And hope to hear many of you on. I know I'm planning on being on for part of that time, as well as activating the Amateur Radio Newsline club call, WA6ITF. There'll be several of us doing that during the QSO party as well. And we'll be listening for W8BI on all bands, all modes. Well, not all modes, but they'll be on sideband and CW, but all modes will be active, I'm sure. So it's a good weekend to get on the air, and, you know, it was time that was set aside to go to Dayton, but now we've got some time to get on the air. So hope to hear a lot of people on Saturday. So, like I said, you know, there are a few things going on, and I know the conglomerate of YouTube ham radio creators had planned on doing a virtual Hamfest this weekend, and they have moved to next weekend, so that's next Saturday. So if you want to get in on some forums and that kind of thing, you can watch those next weekend. Sterling N0SSC asked me to be on his, I think it's 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Eastern next Saturday. I'll be on there talking about Yoda and some of the youth initiatives next weekend. So you can catch the YouTube conglomerate over there and get some forums and some information that way, since we're not able to get to all those forums over at Hamvention. Okay, well, that's pretty much all I have here. So let's take one more standby for calls at 859-982-7373. Tell us what you would be doing if you were at Hamvention and missing out on things here. Sounds like we're going to miss a little bit of mud, maybe not a ton of mud, but we're going to miss out on some of that. There's just so many things that happen, and there's so many get-togethers, and we usually get together over the Voice of America Museum on Saturday evening, and take a tour there and get on the air from WC8 VOA, and yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. Troy W9KVR says, I do miss hearing all the stories from those that go, telling the great deals they got at the flea market, and fortunately bring him some good swag. So I did see, I think it's DX Engineering is giving away some swag with orders. And I saw Heil Sound has a 10% discount on orders this weekend. And so check out, some of those places that you would have stopped by at Hamvention. They may have a Hamvention deal this weekend just because they miss Hamvention too. So, well, I guess that's going to finish it up for tonight. But thanks so much for tuning in, and look forward to next year. Again, the dates for next year, May 21st through 23rd, and hopefully, things will clear out here and we can get to Huntsville in August without any issues. So we're keeping our fingers crossed for that, but still not seeing a whole lot of Hamfests scheduled for right now. So keep an eye on that. Remember, there is a website for that over at awrl.org for Hamfest cancellations. So you can check up on that. But hopefully some of those events will be popping up here before long. Well, that's a wrap for this special Hamvention episode of Ham Talk Live. Thanks to my guests, Spectrum News 1 Chief Meteorologist Eric Elwell, KD4BNT, Michael Coulter, W8CI, Paul Brown, WD9GCO, and everybody out there in cyberspace for listening, and for everybody typing in tonight. And let's see, looks like the chat's going again. Oh, okay, yep, 7 3s to all of you, and hope to hear you on the air. So we invite you back next Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and our guest list is at hamtalklive.com. If you want to see who's coming up on the show, you can check it out there. And if you like the show, please leave us a review. That'll help others find us faster. And hopefully next year we can be back live from Dayton doing this show and telling you about all the cool stuff that's going to happen. So for now, this is Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, saying 7-3-7-5, and may the good DX be yours.
Mr. Carlson, I'm so glad I caught you before you left. I wanted to wish you a safe and successful mission to Dayton.
Well, thank you, Les.
Dayton is where Mother lives.
I know, Les.